Now it's time for a focus this evening. Just where is the Gujarat government going with asking for death penalties for their ex-minister Maya Kodnani? While the special prosecuting team said it was their effort to bring to dock all those who were acquitted, the Victims' Council said it was just an effort to distract attention from another key case against Narendra Modi. Rohit Bhan reports.
The Narendra Modi government will move the Gujarat High Court demanding death sentence for former BJP minister Maya Kodnani and 9 others, including Bajrang Dal leader Babu Bajrangi in 2002 Naroda Patia massacre. The government has cleared Supreme Court appointed special investigation team's plea to seek enhancement of punishment to death 8 months after the trial court announced the verdict. The trial court had sentenced Maya Kodnani to 28 years in prison and life term to Babu Bajrangi.
बाबू बजरंगी को आजीवन कैद दिया है, माया बहन को 28 साल दिया है, दूसरे आरोपियों को 24 साल दिया है। लेकिन जो 10 आरोपी है उसके खिलाफ एविडेंस ज़्यादा है। हमने ट्रायल कोर्ट में भी डेथ पनिशमेंट की मांग की थी, ट्रायल कोर्ट ने नहीं दी, इसलिए हम अपील में जा रहे हैं।
Sources in the government say that the appeal will be made on 3 levels, while death sentence will be sought for 10, including Maya Kodnani and Babu Bajrangi. It will also seek enhancement of life sentence to 30 years in prison for 22 other convicts. The government will also challenge the acquittal of 7 others.
But it's the timing of the decision that has triggered a political controversy. The formation of the legal team which will file the appeal comes few days after riot victim Zakia Jafri filed a protest petition against SIT's closure report on Narendra Modi. The government, however, denies the linkages, saying that the delay was procedural.
Zakia's petition, based on fresh set of documentation provided by the SIT following court orders, has alleged collusion of the state machinery in allowing rioters a free hand. Police and the government did not act on intelligence and PCR messages warning about the build-up of rioters.
Zakia Jafri has filed a protest petition also. So I think it is timed so as to shift the attention of the people and make it appear that his secular credentials are impeccable.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार को इस बात का एहसास हो रहा है कि वो गुनहगार थे और कहीं न कहीं उस नरोदा पाटिया में 97 लोग जो मारे गए थे उसमें माया कोडनानी या राजू बजरंगी को जो सजा हुई है वो नाकाफी है और इस बात को कबूल करके अपनी इमेज को भी बिल्डिंग करने का प्रयास हो रहा है.
Interestingly, the British High Commissioner, while lifting the ban on relationship with Modi government, had cited Maya Kodnani's conviction as a reason for confidence in the judicial outcome of the riot cases. But for now, it seems that the once favoured Modi minister will have to fight a tough legal battle against the Modi government to save herself from the gallows of death. In Ahmedabad, Rohit Bhan for NDTV.
So what does this decision mean? Is it an image makeover for Narendra Modi? Our guest this evening, we have Jay Narayan Vyas of the Gujarat, the senior BJP leader. We also have Shakti Singh Gohil here in studio representing Congress, Gujarat Congress. Mukul Sinha, lawyer and human rights activist, lawyer for the victims' families. Pinky Anand to give us the larger picture, also a lawyer and also of the BJP. Akar Patel, senior journalist and columnist, and Suhas Chakma, a human rights activist who has worked on how states have performed, each state has performed vis-a-vis riot cases. If I can start with you, Mr. Jay Narayan Vyas, one of the things that instantly comes to mind when we look through the details of this order that has come and the way they are filing the appeal is that usually there's a 3-month window for filing appeals. Why did it take the state government so long? Why did they decide 7 months later to go for such a harsh punishment for all the accused or for all those who've been convicted? Why is that?
Sir, first of all, let me begin with a clarification, Richard, that I think too many assumptions are simultaneously being advanced, and I think an attempt is being made to jump to a judgment, putting that this has happened because of all these circumstances.
So that's why we are having the
together.
show, sir. That's why we are having no, sir. I just want to say that's why we are having the show to clarify all of this. To clarify all of this.
Let me begin. I am answering you.
Yes.
I am answering you. I am answering you. Let me begin with the statement given by SIT immediately after the judgment was pronounced. The SIT categorically made it known that we are not happy with the life sentences given to these 10 people, and we would further plead for the capital punishment, and we will prefer the appropriate enhancement also in case of others and also those who are left out. I think one must understand the finer legality that SIT is not a state. SIT was appointed on behest of the apex court of this country.
Yes.
SIT fixed their own legal advocate who argued their case as a prosecutor.
Yes, sir.
And therefore, once this judgment was given, it was the recommendation from SIT. Let's not look at the shadow where there is the devil as per the interpretation.
Okay.
It was a judgment which was primarily.
Sir, just two clarifications. Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Jayanarayan Vyas. Sorry to interrupt you. Just two clarifications on what you're saying. One, the fact that you say that it's an SIT thing, but is it correct? My understanding is that yes, it may be the SIT's recommendation, which is any prosecuting agency's recommendation, the investigating agency's recommendation, but the appeal decision is taken by the legal cell of the state government. A second thing that you said was that immediately after the sentencing, SIT had asked for a more stringent punishment. My question exactly is this, that at that time, that was 7 months ago in August. So why is it that the Gujarat legal cell or whichever department or legal department of the Gujarat government which decides on appeals, which of course the appeal is always decided by the government themselves. So why is it that it took them 7 months? Why now?
Well, you can ask this question where there are delays of 11 years. Nobody is talking about 1984 riots. Let me answer it straight. Because there were intervening elections, the entire government machinery, one way or the other, was busy with the election process, and then there was immediate assembly session. Legal process does take a time.
Okay.
The legal department needs to have the hierarchical consultations, and after these consultations are made, appropriate decision is taken. Now let's hazard a guess that supposing that the SIT's recommendation is not adhered to, what would happen? SIT being the state appointee of the Supreme Court of India would have, on the same people who are today on the show, would have pointed a finger towards the state government, that it is state government which is dragging the feet despite the SIT recommending the capital punishment and stringent punishment for so many people. So the state government has simply facilitated the SIT's recommendation. That decision will be taken after appropriate facts are placed before the Honorable Appellate Court, and that is the legal process. So this is neither to divert the attention anywhere else, nor
fine.
with a view to sort of
now
sir,
that the state government has changed the view.
It is simply a legal process, and as part of that, this decision is taken.